Greetings students. In our Tier 2 syllabus, for Unit A in our computer subject, we have network topologies. As I have already told you that I have divided the chapter into 4 parts. This is the third part of those 4 parts. This is for class 6. The subject is computers. I am Sivasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So we have been discussing about different network topologies. Till now we have learned that what are network topologies. We have learned about physical network topology and logical network topology. Also we have learned about the bus, ring and the star network topology. Today we are going to discuss about the mesh and a tree topology. So let's get started. Let us say we have a computer and let us add 4 more computers to make it 5. So now as you can see, these 5 computers are in a network, and this network is what? This is the ring topology. But let us say we have connected computer 1 to computer 3, computer 2 to computer 5 directly. We have connected computer 1 and 4 directly. We have connected computer 2 and 4 directly. And we have also connected computer 3 to computer 5 directly. So now as you can see that each computer is connected to all the other 4 computers. For example, computer 1 is connected to computer 2, 3, 4, 5 individually. Computer 3 is also connected to all the other 4 computers individually. So in a ring topology, what happens? If computer 1 has to communicate with computer 3, it has to go through the channel of either computer 2 or through the other line, that is computer 5 and computer 4. But here computer 1 and 3 can directly communicate with one another. So this type of topology is called a mesh topology. So in a mesh topology, every node or every computer on a network is connected to all the other nodes or all the other computers on a network. So each computer is connected to all the other computers in the network individually. This arrangement makes it a very stable network. For example, let us say that the wire between computer 3 and computer 5 has broke out. Okay, now computer 3 has to communicate with computer 5. It still has got other routes to communicate its data from, such as computer 3 will communicate with 4 and 4 will in turn communicate with 5, and thus computer 3 can directly communicate with computer 5. So this arrangement makes it a very stable network. Please pause the video and draw the diagram of the mesh topology. This is the diagrammatic view of mesh topology. I would recommend that you pause the video and draw the diagram, note down the diagram properly. Of course, you can use simpler computer diagrams here, or you can just make a rectangle in the place of computer and write computer 1, computer 2, like that you can write. Now let us discuss about some advantages and disadvantages of this mesh topology. So some of the advantages of mesh topology are: number 1, it has multiple links. So if one route is blocked, then other routes can be used for data communication. Of course, this already I have discussed. The second advantage is it has point-to-point link which makes fault identification easy. So since each computer is connected to each computer using a separate wire, so we can easily find out which wire has broken down at which point of the network. Advantage number 3. Its performance is not affected by high data transmission because it has different routes to transfer data. So even if a lot of data has to be transferred from one node to the other node, still it is not affected. Advantage number 4. Communication is very fast between any two computers. Same thing, if there are multiple routes, then of course data transfer will be fast. The fifth advantage is if any computer breaks down in this type of topology, it will affect only the communication between the connected computers. All the other kind of computers can easily communicate with one another. So these are the advantages of mesh topology. Now let us discuss some of the disadvantages of this mesh topology. So the first disadvantage of mesh topology is that this topology is expensive as it uses more cabling than other topologies. See, when you have to connect each computer with each other computer in the network, then it will take a lot of cables to make up that network. Disadvantage number 2. This topology is difficult to install. Why? Because of course a lot of cabling is required, and in the same time this becomes a very tedious and very difficult task to install this type of topology or this type of network. The third disadvantage is this topology has a mesh of wiring which can be very difficult to manage. As the name suggests, there will be a mesh of wires. A lot of wires will be there, and if there are a lot of wires, then it becomes a little bit tough or difficult to manage it. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of mesh topology. Please pause the video and note down all the advantages and all the disadvantages properly. These are very important. Okay, please note down the advantages and disadvantages. Now let us move on. Now let us test our memory. We have learned what is ring topology in our last class. So what I want you to do is take out a pen and a paper and note down whatever you remember about the ring topology. Pause the video and try it yourself, and don't worry, I will show you the answer. Now let us see the answer, and you will check yourself how much you did correct. What is meant by ring topology? Ring topology is a network topology in which all the computers are connected together in a closed circle like a ring. In this topology, data travels only in one direction. So please pause the video and note down this answer. Even if in exam it comes defined ring topology or write a few lines on ring topology, you can use this answer. But if you have to write a few lines or a short note on ring topology, also include the diagram and two advantages and disadvantages with it. But if the question is asked what is ring topology or define ring topology, this answer will be enough. So if in the last class you have not noted down the answer, then please note it down now. If you are done, then let us move on to the next part. So the next topology that we are going to discuss is the tree topology. A tree topology combines characteristics of the bus and the star topologies. In this topology, group of star topology networks are formed which are then connected to a bus backbone cable. This is a basic diagram of what the tree topology looks like. The computers are connected like this. One connected to 2 or 3 computers, then each computer is connected to 2 or 3 more computers, and so on. Please pause the video and draw the diagram. And also at this point, let me remind you, please practice the diagrams also. They may come in your exam, so please practice all the diagrams of all the topologies. If you have done drawing the diagram, then let's move on. So these are some advantages of tree topology. Number one, this topology provides point-to-point wiring for individual segments. So different segments of networks can be connected together and they can connect to other networks using point-to-point wiring. Advantage number two, this topology is used for the expansion of existing network. So if you have a network and you want to expand the network, then you can form a tree and connect it to the existing network. In this topology, all computers have access to the larger and their immediate networks. So all computers can connect to their individual network also. It can connect to the larger network also. The fourth advantage that is given in the book is this topology is supported by several hardware and software vendors. That is one of the biggest advantages of tree topology, that this topology is supported by several hardware and software vendors. So most of the softwares and the hardwares that are available in the market can support tree topology. That is one of the biggest advantages. Now let us discuss some of the disadvantages also. So these are some disadvantages of tree topology. Number one, in this topology, overall length of each segment is limited by the type of cabling used. So there are different types of cables available in the market to make networks of computers. So what kind of cable is used will define how long a cable can be used to connect to computers. Let us say there are two computers, say 50 meters apart. Then those two computers can be connected using one kind of cable, but if the distance increases, then that type of cable may not be applicable. You may have to buy another type of cables. So what are those different type of cables? You will get to learn when you come to the your subsequent classes. Till now you just understand this, that there are different type of cables in the market, and based on what kind of cabling is used, the overall length of each segment of connection in this topology is limited. Disadvantage number two, in this topology, if the backbone line breaks, then the entire segment goes down. So let us say we have made a segment of computers and connected it to the main network. If that connection breaks down, then all the connected computers get disconnected from the network. The third disadvantage is this topology is difficult to configure. Of course, there are several hardwares and softwares available in the market to make this type of topology, to connect computers to this type of topology, but if you want to configure the network yourself, then this topology is very difficult to configure. At this point, I would like to request you, please pause the video and note down the advantages and disadvantages of tree topology. These are also important, they may come in exam, so please pause the video. If you are done with noting down the advantages and disadvantages, then let us move on. Basically, this brings us to the end of today's class. I hope everyone enjoyed and everyone understood what were discussed in today's class. In our next class, we are going to discuss about the hybrid topology. So in our next class, that will be the last class for this unit. For the first unit, I have already told you, I have divided the first unit into the first chapter into 4 parts. This is the third part. In our next class, that will be the fourth part, and then we will close up this chapter. So in our next class, we are going to discuss about the hybrid topology, and also we are going to discuss some questions and answers. At this point, I would like to remind you once again, revise carefully several times. Don't keep your revision pending till the exam date is announced. Start revising from today itself. Whatever is taught, make it clear. If you have any doubt, you have my phone number, you have my WhatsApp number. Contact me, I will help you out. With this note, I am Sibasis Sandilya signing out. Hope everyone enjoyed today's class. Thank you everyone.